How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft here in FTB Infinity Evolved. Hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far. If you guys have, you guys know what to do. Smash that like button. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe, as it really does help with the channel. And in today's episode, we're going to hopefully... Actually, I'm not really sure what we're going to do because I originally recorded this episode, but didn't want to record sound properly. So kind of have to do a retake, and unfortunately in Minecraft, there's no rollbacks. I mean, I guess technically I could try to go through and roll back the server, but I didn't want to. There was a lot of waiting around for steel. So instead, we're just going to mainly cover kind of what we went over. So the goal originally was going to be to get the tree farm working, but it is working. I guess we can finish getting it to work. So there's that. So I guess let's go over that first. So as you can see, tree farm is working. Hopefully there's no creepers or anything. So it's a fairly sizable tree farm. I believe this is the largest we can make it. 11 radius, so 22 diameter, not including the actual blocks in the middle. So let's go. The only downside is it does drop trees. If I drop them in here, I don't know how dark oak saplings got in, but they're there. They exist. Hi, Enderman. Hi, Enderman. Some of the other things we also did were we connected, or not connected, but we added more end stones so that we could get more of these things, more ender pearls quicker. And so now I think we're going to start saving up for the ender chest and the ender bag. Trying to think. I don't think we added anything else in here. I think that's all pretty standard. But we will go... Oh, we did go ahead and set this up. So now in our coke oven, as it produces any creosote, it pulls out and goes into a void pipe, and it just disappears. We don't have to deal with it. It's gone. If we do ever need creosote, we have plenty stored here. We're rarely going to need very much. So if we go down here, this is connected up to our energy cell right there. So it's going to input any energy. As you can see, it is filling up, which is good. And then this is now our power grid. And so if we follow it, one of it goes down towards the tree farm. The other one comes up here and connects to these two generators, which have some coal in them, which will eventually burn out. Oh, that's good. We didn't fall all the way down there. So if we follow the power grid and head this way, we can see that it's connected to this energy cell, and then it's also connected up over here, which we didn't finish connecting that up. So what this does, so I found, in order for this turbine to work, it generates EU. So, through the power of conversion, I won't know for sure until this is generating power, but I think we can get it to work via this. So, this should produce EU. This should take it in, even though it does say RF. Immersive engineering is supposed to convert between RF and EU. So it should convert, it should generate and power up the MV capacitor, and then the MV capacitor should be able to input into the energy cell, and then from here this should be able to power the grid. In theory it should work, but we'll have to test it once this is working. The reason this isn't working is because we need a stockpile of coal, or in this case charcoal, because this is going to burn quite a lot of fuel until the temperature has hit boiling, right? And then it will start generating steam, and at which point it will slow down on what it's burning. It won't be burning through it as quickly, but it will still be burning through it. And then that, once it heats up enough, it will start generating enough steam, and once it generates enough steam, this will start producing RF. So then if we kind of, I don't know, I guess we'll start from the farm block now that we've worked back to the power source. So if we go ahead and look here at kind of how things are flowing. So power flows here. We have another generator. This was just to get this system working. It doesn't necessarily get the whole grid working, but it just primes it enough for it to kind of function. So here in the farm, we have the integrated circuit board, which sets each side, the north, west, south, and east sides of the farm. So there are 4 different sides. So in theory, you could have 4 different farms set up in this one farm. Yeah, we just have trees because that's all we're doing. We're doing this primarily for power. There are other ways we can explore power, and we might explore those kind of later in the series. So somehow dark oak saplings got in here. I don't know how. I don't know if it's through a mutation of the oak saplings. We could take it out and like clear the whole board and just only have one type. I'm going to leave them in there. I think it's fine. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. I might have accidentally put some in there. They're in there now. We can handle it. 2 different types of wood. They're not going to generate different products. The dark oak usually generates oak saplings anyway, and it also generates apples. So there's no extra byproducts we have to account for, just a little bit of extra storage handling, and I'll show you that here in a sec. We also have fertilizer, which is required for things to grow. I will have to set up a barrel and eventually auto crafting of the fertilizer and input of that. Water gets taken in by an aqueous accumulator, and that's just surrounded by a bunch of source blocks, and the water gets pumped up, goes in here, and there is also, you can't see it, but under this cobble there is more fluid duct from that aqueous accumulator on the bottom side. It goes in here, and that's how this gets its water. So then the items get pumped out, so as it does things, and so saplings will, now that this is full, will start overflowing here. Same with apples and the wood, and eventually the dirt, as it doesn't necessarily decay, but as it kind of loses nutrients, if you will, turns into sand. And so then those items get pumped out here through a servo. They go here, and they hit this chest. From this chest, they will get pulled out into either the right side, which are these. So then you have apples, the sand, and the saplings, or it gets pulled out to the left for all the wood. And I did notice that these saplings are not being pulled out, so I'm not sure why. Is it because this isn't set, or... I'm curious. No, it's not pulling out those saplings. Why is it not pulling those out? Apple oak sapling. Apple oak sapling. It should be going in there, but it is not. So the apples get pulled out just fine. Yeah, so it pulls the apple just fine, and I believe the sand is getting pulled out. That's going to be problematic if it's not pulling these saplings out, because these will then back up. Okay. So then let's go ahead and do the opposite. So let's do blacklist the wood. So the wood can't go to the right, but it can go to the left. I'll just stick all that in there and we'll let it handle. Okay, there we go. Now it works. And then it's able to identify. That's weird. I'm guessing it's something to do with the genomes, but I'm not entirely sure. If you do know why it wasn't putting them in to this chest, please let me know. Not that it matters. We did find a workaround, but oh well. Anyway, so then eventually what we're going to do is we're going to have more of these item ducts, and we're going to go ahead and get those made up along with some more servos, and that's going to pump out underneath, and we'll have it pump to this tube up top. From here, the wood will go and disperse into each of these, and then from there, each furnace will get charcoal from, well, smelting itself. So basically, wood goes in. We needed to add just a little bit of fuel to get it primed, but now there is some charcoal. It was working, and then I had to redesign it because we didn't have enough furnaces. Hopefully this is enough. I have no idea. We'll add more if we need to. So the wood will go in, turns into charcoal. The charcoal gets pumped out on the bottom side, goes into this. From here, it goes one of two directions. For now, it's not going into the boiler because we need to stockpile it until we have enough to be able to get this fueled up, and we need quite a lot, probably 1 if not 2 barrels full. And then the charcoal will go here, back in, and it will go back into the furnaces. I did try to have it power itself by wood, but it unfortunately does not. It might, if depending on the insertion point. I didn't test that, but it's fine. We can just inject coal through the back, and then coal will also, or charcoal, I should clarify, will inevitably go over here into the solid fuel boiler, and then that will generate us power. So let's go ahead and get some more item ducts crafted up. And we don't... we need a few more servos. Not too many. We already have 3. We actually only need 1 more. Alright, so let's go get servos and some item ducts crafted up. I believe the item ducts are just the hardened glass, tin... Oh no, and the jetpack's out. Let's also get the jetpack recharged. Should have enough. Yeah, I was gonna say we should have enough. Alright, let's go throw in... I will say, now that we have this, I like just right-clicking on that occasionally. Eventually, I would... Can't wait to eventually get the ender chest to just be able to dump all our inventory and it all gets sorted and don't have to worry about it. I mean, storage is the end goal, but that is very end game in this. Alright, so let's go throw that. That's fine. And we'll save the ender pearls for now. Okay, so we need more item ducts. So what do we need to get more of those? So in order to get more item ducts, we were originally going to use the extra utilities until I realized we need a QED. And that requires emeralds and just a lot more crafting. And honestly, thermodynamics does a fine job of what we need. So we need tin plate, glass, and hardened glass. We have, so we just need the hardened glass. So let's check over here. We have a little bit. Hey, okay, so I should get some of that going. Give me 1 more craft of that. Awesome. So top one, go like that. Awesome. We need 1 more servo. Servo. Already got 1 more servo. We need 2 invar, 1 redstone, nuggies, and glass. Well, we already have the glass. Are we crafting it here? I thought, yes. So we need invar and redstone. We should have some invar over here. We did have some invar. I don't know if we still do. We might have thrown it back in one of these chests. I try not to do that. I try to throw the other items in kind of our storage wall here, but it appears we don't have any more invar. We might have some in the smeltery. We do. Okay, we have 2 ingots. Perfect. We actually need 2 ingots. Well, let's do that really quick. As for the redstone, we might actually entirely be out. I am not sure. Let's see. I don't see any. And there's none in there. We might actually fully be out. Oh, let's go harvest these. Not yet. They looked full. Where might have some redstone? You have some redstone. You actually have a lot. So I'm gonna grab you. Alright, so let's go like so. Was it this one? Yes. So let's go like that. That like that. And I forgot to mix 2, so perfect. We have an extra one. So let's head back down, get everything hooked back up, and hopefully this should start working. And then we'll kind of just have to let it build up, but we'll probably do that between episodes before we get the boiler functioning. So we'll do something like this. I'll say I like that it treats... So when there's a servo, it basically treats it as a one-way valve, so it will only flow back into itself if there is nowhere else for it to flow. So what the... kind of what I mean by that is... Yep. Ignore. Alright. So the reason it's a one-way valve, right, so it's going to try to push it into any of these inventories if there's an available one. If it can't push it into any of these inventories, then it will float back into the original inventory it came from. If it can't, so say this fills up after the item left, I'm not sure what happens. I don't know if it pops out at the end. Say I can't remember if that's Buildcraft pipes that do that, or if it's these ones. I know one of them do, or has done in the past. I don't know if it's a particular version of a mod or what, but hopefully there should always be enough storage. Because eventually each of these things will go to a separate place, so the saplings will kind of get either, well, this pretty much will always have its own sapling, so I never have to worry about putting these back into there. So these will more or less go off somewhere else. The sand will probably go to deep storage, food, and then this is just power. And then if we need, I guess we can come down here and grab wood if we need wood. So as you can see, plenty of these are going to start turning on and generating quite a lot of charcoal. I don't know if it will be enough charcoal, however, in order to facilitate this beast for now, because it will require quite a lot. I'll probably wait for this to fully fill up of charcoal before I turn it on. Yeah, because we want to get it into the proper balance. I don't want to generate so much charcoal that we're just generating it and we're not using it, but I also don't want to generate or not generate enough and we end up burning this thing out, right? So we have to find a happy medium, and that might just come in storage as well. I know this will be quite a lot of charcoal, but we'll have to get a happy balance. I don't think there are there charcoal blocks in this mod pack? Cool. Let's see. Sugar charcoal, there's a block of. Ash cloud, redwood bark. No, there is not a charcoal block in this mod pack. Okay, so that kind of I surmised as much because we were gonna do an auto crafting and put it pretty much here and then make the blocks, which makes it a little bit more efficient. I can't. Maybe it was FTB Ultimate that was in. I don't know. If there are any other mod packs for Minecraft you guys want to see me play, make sure you guys leave that down in the comments below as a suggestion, or any other mod packs for other games I have played, such as Factorio or RimWorld. What was the other one we played? Oh, well, right now we're playing Dyson Sphere Program. That, I don't think has mods, but I could be wrong. I don't believe it does, though. Also, one side note is these rotors do have decay. So the rotor will eventually decay. So if we look at, well, actually it doesn't show it there, but the rotor will slowly take damage. It has a durability. So that is one part you have to replace in this system. So that it's not entirely self-sufficient. Although there are other power sources we could eventually get that are, such as solar and whatnot. So now that's hooked up and going, we do need to focus on, so now that we kind of have a decent power source, once we get a quarry, and if we kind of take a look at that, we, in theory, could run it. So we can get the diamond electron tubes, we can get the diamond chipset, pretty standard, both of these components, we've seen that before. Mining well, dense iron plate, pretty simple, we actually have made that a few times by accident. The mining drill, pretty straightforward, just a lot of crafting, a lot of iron actually. The only thing we're going to need is the logic. So we're going to need an inscriber and we're going to need to find the printed silicon. So other than that, we can make, wait, can we actually make this? No. I mean, you could make more, but we need one to make one, but okay. Let's see, the laser drill, I believe we need pink slime. Yeah, there's still a few components we're missing that we don't have access to. This just requires a lot of mining. Vibrant, what does vibrant need? Energetic, okay. Oh, that looked like a special machine we needed. Induction smelter, oh, okay, so we made an induction smelter. Alloy smelter, this is what we need. Okay, so we need to make an alloy smelter. Oh, yeah, we need quite a lot of eyes of ender. Well, not eyes of ender, but we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ender pearls to do this, or go to the end. That is probably something we're going to try to do soon. We'll probably get pretty good armor. I don't know if we'll do, does Tinkers have armor in this one? I know in some packs it does. Let's see, I guess we could search it this way. It might not in this. No. Okay, so it does not have the armor pack in this. Because I know in a couple of the packs I've played do. Which, it's really cool. It definitely adds some uniqueness to it. But it does not look like that is the case. I'm not sure what type of armor we'll work towards. Because let's look at the quest book really quick. I do want to also do the Twilight Forest soon. We'll see. Maybe we'll start doing magic, just to kind of change things up a little bit, because I know the magic is something that is interesting. I haven't done, oh, portal guns in this. I haven't looked at this tab a whole lot. That's good. We do want to try to get that diggy diggy hole, because I believe that diggy diggy hole opens up some of this stuff. We'll see. Yeah, we can get the red soaked armor. So basically it just is power armor? We in Fallout now? Let's see. I don't think there were any other armor sets through this, or at least the quest line. I know there are other energy set or armor sets. Like there's the Wyvern sets that we can work towards. But this is quite endgame. Like, I mean, this is very, very much endgame that we're not going to be getting to right now. Probably not for a couple more weeks. In all fairness. All right. Well, I think that's where we're going to call it for today. I know it was a little bit of a shorter one and more of just a recap, but sorry, little technical difficulties on that. I had to make the decision of either do the episode again, which is what I decided to do, or just do no episode today. Or, well, for you guys today. For me, it was yesterday. Time travel times through the power of the internet. Or yeah, so that's pretty much what we went with. Little more lackluster there, but hey, we'll try to focus on something next episode. Not sure what, but I will figure it out in between episodes. So on that, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, you guys know what to do. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Peace out.